Yokoso, it's Enigma here, guys. Just bring another video, Jumpforce related. Just a heads up, guys, I'm going to be bringing more other content, like other anime related content. Not just gonna be, I'm not going to spam everybody with Jumpforce stuff, but you know, I'm excited for Jumpforce, so that's pretty much going to be the focus until like the whole roster is revealed. I'm just giving you guys a heads up on that one. Today I just want to have a conversation. You know, I want to put some light on the fact that the female characters in J-Stars kind of got the shaft, you know.
In J-Stars, we had about 7 female characters, but only 3 of them were playable. And I think that's messed up, because there's a lot of people in other communities that just want to play with female characters. The same thing in the WWE community, where people want the women wrestlers. I think those people who are purchasing the game should have their fair share of what characters they want to pick. Because, quite frankly, I am a Toriko main, so it doesn't affect me as much. But there's people out there that's willing to pay the money to play with Kagura from Gintama, you know, and I think the person who's spending their hard-earned cash should have a fair share in picking a character too. So let's talk about the fact that the lack of female characters may be an issue. Now that they're revealing that today, they revealed Kurapika and Killua in a game. So now I'm thinking that they're going to have less series and more people from each series. Now, I'm hoping that's not the case. But
I plan on making a wish list soon. Not really sure when, but it should be here by next week of which characters I think should be in there. Even the support characters from last time, who should actually step up and become a playable character. I don't think every support character needs to be included. They can be included in the story, but I don't know about on the actual playable roster. My whole theory is if you made the model already and y'all just kind of improving the models, then you might as well not scrap it, just put them in the game in some shape or form. Last time, we had 3 playable women. You had Rarely, you had Boa Hancock, and you had Madaka. And I love those characters. Actually, I didn't really like Boa Hancock as a playable character. I liked her more as a support character. She was an awesome support character. Her love pistols would just piss off everybody in ranked match. Especially if you played it ranked, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. Having Boa Hancock with about a 7-second cooldown was lights out for other people. So recently on Twitter, I was talking to someone and they started mentioning a couple names that I had in my head as well. But then the person was like, why? Well, how come there's not enough female characters? I don't understand why. Now the answer is simple, because there's not too many female protagonists of their own series. Yes, Sakura is a protagonist, but she is not the main protagonist. She doesn't override Sasuke or Naruto. So if you take Sakura out of the series, it wouldn't change anything. It may alter Boruto, it may alter Naruto's feelings, but overall the story would still be the same without her. You can't take Sasuke out and you can't take Naruto, or the series would just not be the same. Moving on from there, I would love to see Nami involved, but that's not. I have a list of 6 people I want, and she's not on the list. But if she was to be added, then yeah. I don't want to add any more One Piece characters, because I already know the community is raging right now. Even though One Piece is awesome, I don't know why people are upset. Like, yeah, they're adding more characters, guys. Yeah, we may not have 7 Dragon Ball characters, but you don't need that many. One Piece, we see how the story is about to start unfolding. Okay, so Blackbeard's the main villain of this game for One Piece, so we don't need Ace anymore. I'm sorry, you Ace mains, I'm not trying to trigger anybody, but we don't need Ace. You got Sabo. It's the same thing, but a better fighter. If you're gonna take out Hancock because she's outdated, put in Nami instead. It only makes sense. But if you're gonna keep Boa Hancock in because you have her model, then kudos. Why not? I don't see a problem in that. But if we're keeping it 100 and we're saying everything is going to be up to date and the story is going to intertwine each other, there's no reason for Boa Hancock to be in the story when you have Blackbeard at all. It's just that simple. But on a side note, if you haven't subscribed yet, you should do it, because I'm going to be dropping some good content soon, guys. Share a like on this video as well. But let's get back on with the video. Right now, I would love to see Kagura from Gintama to move up from support to actual character. If you guys didn't watch Gintama, yeah, it's funny, a lot of jokes, but they have some serious arcs, and she is a badass. Man, she a badass, and there's a couple Gintama girls that are really good, and I have one on my list that I think you guys are going to enjoy too, and you might even agree with me because it only makes sense to put her in the game. If you're going to represent Gintama as a series, yeah, we can have his crew, but let's add her, and this thing would be on fire. I'm telling you. With the lack of female characters in the series so far, if you add these 6 characters right here and then reintroduce the characters from J-Stars, oh man, this roster would be amazing. So look right now, you have Aoi from Beelzebub, you got Genkai from Yu Yu Hakusho, you got Imai from Gintama, you got Lisa, one of my favorite characters from JoJo Bizarre Adventure, Part 2. I got Claire from Claymore, and of course, you got Hinata. Why Hinata? Why not? Honestly, I know everybody's probably looking at the list like, what the hell? Why not Sakura? I just said Sakura earlier. Yeah, that's one thing, but we don't want to see Sakura. Okay, let's go with something different. Let's go with Hinata. Let's go with the Gentle Fist. Let's do this. Let's go all out. If I'm choosing Hinata, and these are the reason why I'm choosing Hinata. Hinata has great combos. If you play in the Ninja Store series, you know Hinata feels like a female Neji, as she should. Having Hinata also brings in the Gentle Fist, of course. You got rotation, the Byakugan. This is going to be amazing. I'm not trying to get nobody's hopes up. I'm getting excited just thinking about it. Like, if you add her to the game, the matchups you can have, and the style is so different from other characters that I'm just screaming out to Bandai Namco, listen to us, we want Hinata. If you're going to add a female character, put her in, because right now Naruto only has 2 characters in it so far, and we can already predict that Madara is going to be the third. He's going to be the third character, maybe an updated Madara from the war. But if you're going to, I guess you could have Team 7 and just do it all boring like, but why not put Naruto's wife in there? Okay, this is somebody from the Hyuga clan. I'm excited to see if she gets included. I'm gonna tweet this out to Bandai Namco like, hey, look, this might be an idea. Why not? It's a risk. Why not? I could see us throwing out DLC this year. They were real shy about it before. Oh, we're not gonna have any DLC. Well, screw that. We're willing to pay for extra characters to keep the longevity of the game. I will pay for more characters. I know I'm an old school gamer too. I'm not as young as you think. So I know we used to buy games that used to be full and we didn't have to get no DLC. But guess what? Those games you'll beat and they'll die off. I'd rather go out and buy another character pack. I don't care. A female character pack. We need to let our voices be heard. I'm not saying that it's a must, but it should be included that have more than damn near 10 women. If it's gonna be a 40+ roster, at least 10 to 12 of them should be women. It's only right. I'm not trying to suck up to the female anime community, but it's only right. These women should be included in the game, and Hinata is on my list at number 6. Okay, she's on my list at number 6. I would have put her number 1, but I'm put her at number 6. At number 5, I'm going with Imai Nobume. Why? They call her the watchdog for a reason. The child Shinigami for a reason. She is a deadly swordswoman. Okay? She's a former vice commander of the Mimiwamogumi clan, which is basically like, guess you would say like the Ambu for the Leaf Village. Like, they do stuff for the police, but like in the dark and the shadows. I think she would be an excellent character to join Gintoki. I know he hasn't been announced, but like, let's be real, like, he's super popular. I don't know any reason why he would not be in the game. Add her to the list and then add Kagura as a playable character. That's all you need for a solid 3 Gintama type characters. Yeah, I know the list can go on about different Gintama characters are awesome and funny, but I think adding her, oh man, it would just be amazing, guys, amazing. We're gonna move on to number 4 in my list, which has to be, of course, Lisa, aka Elizabeth Joestar. No spoiler, but anyway, Lisa is a master of the ripple, okay, or the Haman, however you take it, and she is the mentor of Caesar Zeppeli and Joseph Joestar. Like, come on. Lisa was awesome in this series. She took on Cars, one of the little pillar men, and she went all out with them. And you realize that she can use the ripple through a scarf. That's another mechanic that may look even better in Jumpforce. I think introducing her would get people to watch the JoJo series who are kind of thrown off by the posing and the feminine ways of JoJo. I love JoJo series. I don't know what you guys are doing or what you guys are thinking. The JoJo series is amazing, and adding Lisa would be great. If you play the JoJo All-Star game, Lisa was fantastic to play with. So seeing her in Jumpforce would just elevate the game even more. And it'll have a couple more people being happy, like, oh wow, it's not the same cliche characters. Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, One Piece, Hunter x Hunter. Let's add in some more JoJo characters other than Jonathan and Joseph. Let's add Lisa to the list as well. Number 3, Aoi Kunida. Come on, guys. You didn't see Beelzebub? She's the 3rd leader of the Red Tails. It's kind of like a gang, I guess, whatever. But she's a swordswoman, a martial artist, and she uses a wooden sword at that. And she's super strong. She literally sliced a concrete wall fighting Olga in their first fight. That's amazing. Having another swordsman in the game kind of elevates it. Yeah, it's kind of like like Smash Bros when they added all the Fire Emblem characters. I do not care. More swordsmen, women, they're awesome. Have her in the game. You can have her fighting off against Zoro and all these other characters with Sora, Sasuke. I think adding her would be amazing as well. Let's move on. My number 2. I kind of argued and battled with myself for number 2, but I'm gonna go with Claire instead of number 1 for Genkai. But let's go with Claire. Why Claire? Well, she's a female Claymore. People who don't know Claymore, those basically are people who they're called Claymores in the show by humans because they wield their swords. There's great swords. But having Claire in there, you have a master swordswoman. Okay, she has her techniques like quick sword, got wind cutter, and I mean she wasn't that strong in the series until the end, because she eventually get nice, and she's one of the first potentially awakened beings. So that's also going to be great to have another swordsman in the game and somebody who's actually the main protagonist of their series, like Madaka. Adding Claire to the series would just be awesome. I'm just talking about matchup wise. Have her fight off against Rukia and it just be a clash of 2 swordswomen. Awesome. And finally, guys, we're gonna move on to number 1. One of my favorite female characters, Genkai. Okay, that is Yusuke's master. People don't. I don't even know if I can explain Genkai. Genkai is amazing. She's a master of the spirit gun. She has the spirit wave, also known as the Shonoken. You know what I mean? It's just so amazing how Genkai is. I love Genkai even more, especially because she has that spirit reflective blast, or a spirit reflection blast, may I say. Basically, it's just using your opponent's energy as a source and then smashes them right in the mouth. And Matt, just listen to what I said. I took your energy and I blast you in the face with it. So imagine if you can somehow put that in the game. So when maybe a Vegeta comes in and will hit a bang bang attack and she pulls the ult and she absorbs it and then smashes him in the face with it. Now obviously Vegeta has so much energy, it wouldn't technically make sense that she blast him back with it. She should have just died. But I think it would be amazing to see that happen. But overall, those are my lists. Okay, guys. I don't know what you guys' lists are, but the list can go on and on and on and on. You can go for Nami, you can go for all these different characters, but those 6 are the people that I want to see in the game, no matter what. Okay, so if you have other suggestions of people, of females that you think should be in the game that I didn't mention, drop in the comments below. I'm willing to read. I'm willing to interact with you guys. The channel's gonna start growing. I'm already at 300 subscribers. I'm trying to build up more. Anything helps, guys. Like a share. subscribe, of course. Let me know what you guys think of the video, and let me know what female characters you think should be involved. Because I had the debate with the list, because I had much more people, but hey, it is what it is. But you know what, guys, I'm gonna come back maybe tomorrow, maybe next week, but I'm going to bring out some heat for you guys for Jumpforce, because the news is just dropping left and right. Kurapika was announced. I didn't have a chance to even talk about that, but you know what, I got a video coming up that's going to be about my thoughts on the character roster so far. Let's get it, y'all. Alright, man. Peace, guys.